What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's actually a warm one here in Findlay, Ohio, and I'm off work today because there is a solar eclipse coming. So if you've watched the news recently, you'll know that there are large swaths of America that are going to have the total eclipse today. So solar eclipse, and it looks like it's going to pass over Findlay. It'll go over Cleveland, so the Yeti will get it. And I believe it's supposed to go over Niagara Falls, so I guess Shane will get it as well. So like many other beer reviewers, I figured I would try to do myself an eclipse-related beer. And I found this one called Stare at the Sun, and this is from Chord Brewing right here in Findlay, Ohio. So I guess today is Monday. I picked this up Saturday, so I could do it for today for the eclipse. Now this one is 5.6% ABV, and it looks like this is a Black IPA. Not a whole lot to go on ratings-wise. Had a 3.71 on Untappd, but I think there was only about 25 check-ins. Obviously, this is a beer that they brewed for the eclipse, so you know it's only been out a little bit. And usually, if you're at smaller breweries, you're not going to have thousands upon thousands of check-ins anyway. So I guess it is what it is. This thing looks really nice in the jar here, man. Oof. Shame I gave it a knobhead pour. It's like 80% head. But it looks fantastic. Nice dark color. Let's hold it to the side here, to the light. I'm trying to think. It almost looks more brown in the jar than it does black. But if I'm breaking out my Brew HQ chart, it's way up there. I don't know, maybe 35 or something like that, like a very dark brown verging on black. Also have my glasses here for the eclipse. I went out and looked at the sun with them just a few minutes ago, and it was actually pretty wild. Now, I will say these are so dark that if you're just sitting here, you can't see much of anything. But if you go outside and look directly at the sun, you can actually see the whole thing, which was pretty neat. I don't know how long I'm going to be staring at the eclipse, but I'll go out and give it a shot. Now, first thing, this head is absolutely magnificent. I mean, yeah, I probably overdid it here, but this thing is not going anywhere, man. This is just creamy. It looks like a root beer float. Pretty decent. Let's give it a sniff. Roasty. Yeah, it's kind of roasty grain. That's all I'm picking up. I know there's supposed to be some citrus in it, but I don't think you get it on the nose. I think it said this is made with, it said citrus and orange zest. So I don't know if there's two different types of citrus or if they're implying, I mean, obviously, I guess the orange zest would be citrus in and of itself. So I don't know if there's double citrus fruits or just that. Yeah, it smells good. Let's give it a shot. Cheers. Hopefully we all survive this eclipse. Apparently, thousands and thousands of people are flocking to the region. There's a park right near me. And I just heard somebody say it looks like a campground. There's so many people set up shop there, and it's only about noon, so there's still a few hours till the eclipse. So, body, medium. So one thing I like about Chord, I think when they do beers, the body is usually what it's supposed to be, which is big for me. I know a lot of people care more about flavor. I want the flavor, but I also want the body to be on point. I think this Deliver's got a pretty decent body to it. Flavors, I'm picking up a few different things. First thing, and the most pronounced, I think, is you kind of get like a coffee bitterness throughout. Now, I'm not a huge coffee fan, so I don't necessarily love the coffee bitterness, but that's what you're getting. As far as the citrus, I think you get a tiny, tiny citrusy note kind of underpinning it. When you drink it, I think all you really get is the dark roasty flavors. But once you've drank it already, you kind of feel it in your mouth. I have a citrus sensitivity, so maybe I'm just picking it up more than some others. But when I have citrus fruit, I tend to get bumps on my tongues and sometimes like a little bit of a mild allergic reaction. Nothing serious or nothing too bad. I can eat oranges, but after I eat them, I'm aware of it. And I'm getting the same kind of presence from this. It's like a slight citrusy note underneath the maltiness, which is, again, more like a coffee taste. Yeah, it's different. It's, an interesting take on a Black IPA. I think throwing the citrus in is kind of neat. Is it something that I would drink regularly? Probably not. I mean, just because, you guys know I'm not a huge IPA fan. But when I saw it was a Eclipse one, had to jump on it. Now, do I think that they brewed a pretty decent beer for the Eclipse? I would say so, right? That's pretty dark. It does the trick. Goes with the gimmick of, obviously there's going to be an Eclipse. Let's try our dark beers. I think the Ginger Yeti just drank a similar dark beer for the Eclipse. So I'd imagine we'll have a little bit of fun with this. I hope the thing goes down smoothly. It looks cool and nothing crazy happens. They were telling us stock up 2 weeks worth of food and all this. And I thought, like, what the heck do y'all think is going to go on? I mean, I know there's a lot of people flooding the area, but they're all the kind of folks that go to look at solar eclipses, right? I mean, it's hardly the Hells Angels invading town. I'd imagine it's mostly scientists and nerds, but I don't know. I guess we have to be prepared and be ready. So I'm going to hope for the best, drink a few beers, and see what happens. I hope you guys all are safe. I hope you can see the eclipse. I'm not sure how much of it. I guess if you're not in the path of totality, I guess they're out of luck. Maybe you see a partial one or something. But let me know down below if you saw it. And let me know what you thought about the eclipse. I'm kind of ready for this stuff to be over. But, we'll see what happens next. So, Stare at the Sun Black IPA. You get a thumbs up. I would drink another one of these. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. Can you see the eclipse where you live? How much of it? You going to be in the path of totality like the Yeti and Shane and I? Or do you just get to see part of it? Let me know. Hey, till next time. Cheers.